how do the villagers of Tehuacán Valley, who shepherd water with their hands, compete with the insatiable thirst of today's free-range corporate interests? Water, it is said, flows toward power, and it rushes to factory farms and clothing processors. What flows away, toward poverty, are turgid streams of effluent crawling under the cover of darkness. The efforts of individuals are dwarfed by the effects of industry. While governments struggle to grasp and grapple with water issues, citizens in places like San Marcos are as able to offset the influence of the corporate giants as they are to avert an act of God. The destructive force of pollution and massive, unregulated wells is no less profound than the bolt of lightning that smote this local Hagüey, casting out the water, leaving it bereft. Without the strength of governments, of nations, people like Don Pedro and Doña Francisca are merely postponing the inevitable. Despite all they can do and do, their children and their culture are receding like the water, farther beyond their reach. Slowly, they are losing their hold on the future. The best they can do is to dam up the days with resolve and faith, and pray, always pray, for rain. Doña Francisca's young son, Florentino, left home 3 years ago to work in Los Angeles.
It hurts to watch my son travel so far away to try to find an income for the family. It is not easy to be outside of one's homeland. This is what makes me sad. I fear that in the future, my children and grandchildren and the families of my neighbors will be forced to leave. This is why I would like to have a source of income here, not to enjoy abundance, but to be able to get by without suffering.
1/5 of the world's population suffer the lack of safe and affordable drinking water. That is why 2 to 5 million people, mostly young children, die each year from preventable water-related diseases. Mexico is not alone, but shares the challenges facing every country on the planet, rich or poor, north or south, east or west. It is the human community that must seize upon the scarcity, the necessity, the very sanctity of water. Citizens may strive, but nations must learn from their efforts and lead. Can countries embrace the wisdom of their peoples and manage their shared resources? History suggests that it will take a world of nations to sustain this common denominator of existence. It will take the family of man to preserve the legacy of water, a cultural shift to avert a global water crisis that looms ever closer. For the moment, choices that are economical, environmental, and equitable still remain. The people of Tehuacán Valley caution us to what is coming, but they also prove to us what is possible.